Welcome back to the homestead. Today we are going to be making kombucha, and I've had lots of people ask me about kombucha and talk to me about it, so I thought it'd be a great opportunity to show you how we do it, and it's so simple. So kombucha is just a fermented tea. When you start with kombucha, you just start with sweet tea. Now we make our sweet tea and we put it in these gallon glass jars. And then you sweeten it like you would making sweet tea. So we do a combination of green and black tea. Brew it just like you would for tea, and then we put it in the jars, sweeten it with about 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup of sugar, and then let it get to room temperature. So it's really important before you start with your kombucha that you have your tea that the SCOBY is going to be going into at room temperature. So that's done and waiting. Now, a lot of the things that people have a question about is this SCOBY. Now, a SCOBY is what you will see on top of a kombucha that's already done. So to start a kombucha, you have to have a starter tea and a SCOBY from someone else, or you can also order these online. So this is your tea, and this is a kombucha that is already done. It's ready for me to bottle it or flavor it, which I'm going to show you how we flavor it in just a little bit. But the first part, if we're making a new batch of kombucha, you take the SCOBY from your other batch of kombucha, and this is the SCOBY. It's on top. You'll see this one's starting to separate into two SCOBYs, and so next time when I make another batch, I'll probably just pull them apart, which I probably could now, but I'm just going to leave them together for this one. I'm just going to transfer that SCOBY to this new thing of the new thing of sweet tea, and then you're going to want to add about 2 cups of your kombucha. So this is just like if you were doing a sourdough starter. This is your starter to go into your new thing of kombucha. So I'm just going to pour what would be about 2 cups of my kombucha into the tea with, this is called your mother or your SCOBY. Put that in there, and this is now ready to sit on my counter for anywhere from 7 to 10 or 14 days. So this, all it has to do now is just sit. This one is completely done. So the kombucha that just finished sitting, which is the one I just took the SCOBY out of, I'm now going to flavor it. Now there's several ways you can go about flavoring your kombucha. You can do it plain, where you don't do anything to it, and you can just stick it straight in the refrigerator, or you can add some type of fruit to it and then ferment it for a few extra days longer. So that's actually what I'm going to do. The first one, this is just juice. This is a raspberry, strawberry, blueberry juice, and I'm just going to pour that into the thing of kombucha. Now we're going to put a lid on this, and now this one is going to sit on the counter for 2 extra days, and then I will just stick it in the refrigerator, and this kombucha is going to be flavored and ready to go. So another one I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that one so you can see the process again. Here's my kombucha that is ready. Now all you're going to do on top is, this is like a muslin. You can do a cheesecloth. You just have a square of it to be ready to go on top of your jar, and then just put a rubber band on top of it. So again, my sweet tea that is already sweetened and already at room temperature, so it's ready to go. I'm going to take my SCOBY out of here. Now this SCOBY is going to come unattached because you can see it's already pretty thick, and I'm just going to take it off. Well, it's kind of tearing, but that's okay. Now, if you have chickens, this is excellent to give to them. It's good for probiotics. In the spring and summer, I actually would just cut it up and throw it in the soil in the garden. It's great for them too. So just like we drink kombucha because of the good probiotics that are in it, it's good for gut health. You can also give that to your chickens, and they'll do the same thing for them. So I put the SCOBY in here. Now we're going to take about 2 cups of the kombucha, Put your piece of cheesecloth on top. Put your rubber band on there. And that one's ready to go. It just sits for another 7 to 10 days. Now this one, we're gonna flavor this one with a pomegranate. So earlier, I just did a pomegranate, got everything out the inside, and I'm just gonna dump this in here. Get all the good pomegranate in there. You can see it's fizzing up a little bit. I'm gonna put the top on this one. So this one's just gonna sit on the counter for 2 days, just like the other one that I did with juice. And then we're gonna strain off the fruit, and you can give that fruit to your chickens as well. They enjoy it. And then we'll put the juice in the fridge and it'll be ready to drink. Now, the last one. Now we do 3 of these a week, but there's 6 of us here. And so with everybody drinking it, we go through a little bit of kombucha, especially if you're wanting it to last, you know, about 10 days before we do another batch. So same thing with this one. I'm going to take the SCOBY out, add it to the tea, dump in a little starter tea, add my cheesecloth back on top, and this one is ready to sit on the counter for about 7 to 10, 14 days, whatever. I've left it up to like 14 days. It also depends on kind of like the temperature in your house. If it's kind of warm in your house, you might not want it to go the whole 14 days. You can just taste it and see when you like the flavor. And then this one I'm just gonna leave plain. So I'm just gonna put the lid on this one and it's gonna go directly into the refrigerator now. And that's really all there is to kombucha. It's really, really easy. Like I said, it's great for gut health. It's really good for putting probiotics into your system. And everybody in your house can drink it. It's got a very effervescent taste to it. When you add the fruits to it, it gives it a little bit more flavor than the plain. But we all enjoy it. And you can find SCOBYs online at different places. But if you know someone around that is making kombucha already, just like you saw me pull the extra SCOBYs off the top of the starter teas, people will have extra SCOBYs all the time, and they can give you a SCOBY with a little bit of starter tea, and you will be off to making your own kombucha. So thanks for joining us. I hope this showed you how simple it is. Also, give me some recipes. If you've tried kombucha before and you flavored your own, tell me what those are. We've done apple cinnamon, we've done blueberry, we've done lavender. We really like the pomegranate. We like the kids. They like to take the plain and then sometimes put like some essential oil. They like the orange essential oil in it. So there's all sorts of different things you can do. You can experiment with it. Leave us some of your favorite recipes below if you've tried it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. We'll see you next time.